Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. I'm Reverend Dr. Darrell Watkins, the senior minister here at Sunshine Cathedral. With me today is Sunshine Cathedral's executive minister. He's also my husband, the Reverend Dr. Robert Griffin. Sunshine Cathedral's Minister of Connections, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Sunshine Cathedral's Minister of Education, Reverend Kevin Tisdall. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be part of it, no matter where you live in the world. And if you live in South Florida, be sure to check out the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts, offering entertainment for the LGBTQ+ community to benefit the LGBTQ+ community. If you enjoy the Queer God Squad, please share this or other episodes with your friends, family, and social media communities. At Sunshine Cathedral, we want you to know that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Another iconic comic affirms his transgender child. In Living Color star Tommy Davidson says it took him no time to accept his transgender son. At the same time, he admits that he's still adjusting to his son's new name and pronouns. You may recall Marlon Wayans recently coming out as an ally and supporter of transgender people after his own transgender son came out. These men, known for being funny, are very serious about loving their transgender kids and accepting them for who they are. Davidson said he grew up learning to respect differences. His brother was gay, and he witnessed non-binary reality up close. Someone who worked with his mother seemed like a man to him, but also acted in a feminine manner and dressed as a woman. So he asked his mother if that was a man or a woman. And his mother said, with no condemnation or cruelty, "You know what, honey? He's kind of both." That's not exactly the verbiage we'd use today, but it taught a young Tommy Davidson not to immediately reject people for being different from him. The Queer God Squad wishes all parents would show such love and understanding to their LGBTQ children and similarly teach all of their children to be respectful of differences. And the congregation said, amen.
Amen.
That's one of those things where you have had comedians get on stage and just be nasty and vile to the queer community. And it comes to me that sometimes it has to be in your house.
Yeah.
You have to have someone in your family who is somewhere in the queer community. And it makes a major difference. And I'm not talking about just comedians. I'm talking about everyone. I don't know how many politicians have over time come out in favor of the LGBTQ+ community because they discovered that either one of their children or one of their siblings, someone close to them, was a member of that community. And if you loved them yesterday, how could you not love them today? What I want to do is look at some additional African American and Latino people who have embraced their children, because I have found, maybe I'm weird, but I found in my community, it's a lot more difficult too many times to come out. So you've got Wayans talking about his child. Dwayne Wade has become one of my favorite human beings on the planet. He and his wife love their transgender child. J-Lo has a child who is a queer child, and she says that is the most important thing in her life is her child. She actually got them to get on stage with her recently to sing with her. They had been staying away from it for a long time, but finally she said, "This is my child, and listen to my child." And then Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson has lived in so many different ways an amazing life. I almost want to call it charmed, because he was a pro ball player. He is an entrepreneur. He is a person who is living with HIV to the fullest. Nothing has slowed him down. Nothing has stopped him. And he embraces his child every chance he gets. There is never an opportunity that he doesn't take to say, "This is my child and I love them dearly." So parents in my community, please look at what you're saying about the rest of the world and know that you got to be a little more understanding, because all of us are on some kind of spectrum. All of us are going through something that you may not understand, but you have to listen to your children and understand that they are still your children.
It just, love wins. And so to see love win, and to see, there was a brief moment that you got to see the Wayans son, but then there was an extended video going on of the Davidson son.
Yeah.
These men are clearly living the lives they're meant to live.
Yes.
I mean, did you see how comfortable they were in their bodies? Did you see how happy they were? And then to be embraced by your famous dads. I mean, how great is that? I told our kid years ago, there's all these reasons why we even I always say I'm Sarah, that he's the child of my old age, but and it's true. But I told him using Grace Jones. I said, because you always love me, and we're always love. And like, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect for you. Same way the other way around. You may not feel perfect, but you're perfect for us. And also Mary Poppins, that practically perfect in every way. I said, you're practically perfect in every way, and he believes that now. He does. I don't know if he believes it about himself, but he believes there's a place in the world that believes that about him, and that it's our home.
Nice.
And so yeah, that's the way it has to be. If you can't, think about it, just think in the future. If you can't love your child no matter who they are, please, there's preventive, you don't have to have kids. You don't have to.
Yeah.
It's not a law. You don't have to. And they might come out all kinds of ways. They might not.
Yeah.
They might not be the religion that you've chosen. They might be bisexual. They might be gay. They might be lesbian. They might be trans. They might come out. Who knows? They might have learning disabilities. They might come out any kind of way. And if you're not prepared for that, there are condoms. There are medications. There are IUDs, and I realize that a lot of those are, the woman has to, take care of the business or whatever. But guys, there are vasectomies. Just,
there you go.
If you're not, if they have to be straight and your faith and able-bodied and above average IQ, you're not ready for kids.
Yes, Lord.
You're just not ready for kids, because they come all kinds of ways, and all of them deserve to be loved for who they are.
All right. I have two thoughts. I so appreciate the folks that have the platform, like Davidson and Wayans and J-Lo and Magic Johnson, that they are out there and they're supporting and loving their children exactly as they are. My brother has children, two of whom identify. One is male to female, transgender, and the other one is non-binary, pansexual, and their partner identifies as female to male, transgender. And my brother, God bless him, he told me one time, Ann, it's all about the kids. I love my kids.
Right.
I love my kids. That's it. The rest is just whatever. I love them. I will support them. Of course, having a lesbian sister may have had a little bit to do with that.
No doubt. No doubt.
But he's in a profession where you might not expect to hear that. And still he said, I love my kids.
Yeah.
I love my kids.
Well, that's a blessing that they have.
It really is.
That they
It really
have a resource so that you know things, and I mean, not. Yeah, it helps, but it helps because you are a legitimate resource for them. Not everybody has that.
Yeah, that is true.
My thought on this is what a role model that this family and others become for people who are going through that, like your story. I mean, you become role models in this. And I think the thing that really strikes me the most is that how love won over religion.
Yay.
Over bad religion, over hateful religion, over hurtful religion. It won over stigma. It won over a lot of the isms that could have been faced in this situation. And I think that is the power of love, and that's the power of family. When we say, this is my child, I'm going to love them regardless. Children have done a whole lot worse than this. A whole lot worse than this. And family loved them.
Yeah.
This to me is a no-win. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Love wins. And so I'm just, this one, and the names that you mentioned of other people, it's like that was a lot of stigma for them to even come out
Right.
through their time life of being who they were and they come out, but to have their children be their children and say, you know what, love wins.
Yep.
And we love you just as you are. However that, whatever that makeup might look like, we love you just as you are.
Yep.
Well, that's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We're here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ plus community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's largest progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together.
We all are in this together, and remember that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.